You will be soon enough. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with both.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He's looking to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Scrambling away. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Huskers will call on their punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He's got it on the right. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Now from inside the red zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
Using his feet to buy time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Shaw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shaw. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Now on first down from the 30. It's reverse. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got ready for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Off play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it. That's caught. It's Newton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covers. Pick up the first. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse. And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early. Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets away. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, we came into this game knowing that this guy can break tackles. He is a mobile quarterback. It's going to be tough for this defense to get him on the ground. I love the athleticism. I love his ability to extend the play. You just got to be able to finish it with a completion.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. On the move is the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Huskers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top going 63 yards to the house. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Marquez. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floating away. He's open on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Makes the grab. It's Turner. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Going with the ground game left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Sooners! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's writing this stuff? They're trailing by 13 to Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. Makes a move. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Off the play fake. Dances away. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled. 2nd and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a 3rd and long situation.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Now adjusting. Right on target this time. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter.
Nebraska, 14.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Quickly complete. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
On the run, it's Manuel. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Off the RPO, complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On second down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They think there's room to run to the right here. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.